What's going on, everybody? Zen in here from A Car Guy's Garage, coming at you with another daily vlog. The question that I got asked today was, why does it take so long for you to prototype something? Good question. There are numerous reasons why prototyping in general could take a long time, but I'm only going to speak to you guys about the new stuff, the aero stuff, the engine covers, the shrouds, the radiator shroud, and all that stuff. I'll talk about that, why it takes so long. So I've been in the aero for however many months now, and it has been a slow process because I physically need to have a car. Okay, so the prototyping phase, once I have a car and I've designed a template, I can work off that template. But that being said, there's always little nuances to once you turn around and do your first item that you cut. There's always little variances. There's stupid things like you didn't account for the bend in the metal, and that adds 1/8 of an inch. Or you didn't account for this bolt being in the way because when you were doing it, you were so focused on the shape of it and not how you're going to work around this bolt, or this hole isn't, perfectly right. So when I'm turning around and doing something and prototyping it, first I make a template, I take my measurements, and then I put it on the computer. From the computer, it goes into the water jet. From the water jet, it has to get bent or not, then it gets that. Then I take it, and then I gotta wait for the car. I gotta wait for the person who's helping me out to bring their car by, and that could take a day, 2 days, a week, sometimes even a month. And until I get that car, I can't, there's not much that I can do. So I'm at the mercy of the people who are helping me. But once I get the car and I get it on, then I start making notes again. And I usually write on the metal to say, okay, this hole is, 1/8 off, this hole is not, this bend isn't good, that bend's not good, this bend needs, 3 more degrees, or that bend needs less. So then I can turn around and start piecing it together. Once I turn around and do that, I go back to the computer again and I make those adjustments, and then cut another one, bend another one, and try it again. And through all that, I gotta wait for the car again. So this is why prototyping something takes so long for me. If I had the physical car, like my TC, and I were to turn around, measure up, do what I needed to do, go water jet it, go bend it, and then put it on my car, I can make changes almost instantly. And then go back to the water jet and put those changes in, and within another 10, 15, 20 minutes have another working prototype that I can turn around and put on the car. In that case, yes, things can progress a lot quicker. Now I know what some of you are going to say, but Zena, you're not coming out with all this cool stuff for the TC. I know, and I'm sorry guys, but the market on the TC is, at honest to God, 2% of my other markets, and my other markets is Subaru and Ford for the most part, and Mazda. Those are the 3 biggest ones that I have right now. So at 2% of my sales in a year, I mean, the market just isn't there for the TC stuff. I'm still doing it, I'm still coming out with it, but that's why the TC stuff is taking a little bit longer than anyone else's, right? And yes, the Subarus are getting a lot of love because that's the market in my area. That's a huge market overall, but the market in my area is a lot of Subarus, and now I'm delving into the Fords. And like I said, prototyping takes a long time, and I'm doing a Lancer right now, a Rally Art, so that's going to be done pretty soon. But this is why things take so long for me. And it's a little bit easier for me to prototype stuff. It's a little bit different because it's not like lug nuts or coilovers or stuff like that, or top mounts. It's not that where there's a lot of things that you have to turn around and account for, but there's still, like, it does take time, it does take money, it does take material, it does take a lot of patience, and that's why things take so long. So hopefully that answers it. This is a 5-minute video, but there was a lot to go over, and I hope that helps you understand why things take so long to prototype. watch my Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. I will be posting the progression of certain items, and then you'll be able to see as well that what I just talked about is actually truth. All right, guys, until next time, we'll see you on the next one. Later.